What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of GH. Now, this was a hot ass mess because let me tell you something. Laura, I love me some Laura. Y'all know that. I love her down. But she done lost her damn mind. Laura has lost her prime time cartoon ass mind because why are you even entertaining Obrecht? Why would you even host this type of BS ass meeting? Why? Why? Obrecht, I love me some Obrecht too, because she funny when she wanna be. You know what I'm saying? Like her one-liners be fucking hilarious. But she was totally out of pocket with Lulu. Totally out of pocket with her and Dante. Dante was over it. Dante was so heated. He was like, oh, to lock your ass up right now. He was ready to arrest her now. I was like, Dante, but you ain't got nothing on her though. Calm down. We ain't got time for no lawsuit. Calm down. Like even Laura had to tell him, go take a walk. Dante was heated. I'm going to tell you something about Dante that I realized over the years. And it was something about a photo I seen of him where he was making facial expressions at Obrecht when she was talking her craziness. And it was something in his eyes that I seen. I don't know what it was, but anytime I look at that photo, I just pay very close attention to it. And it makes me realize that Dante, I feel, has a tendency that, at some point I feel like he could snap and pop off and become a villain. I don't know. I always felt like Dante could have succeeded Sonny as the next mob boss. I always felt that way because he has a look about him like he got that temper. Like he could just pull it off and be a mob boss and just snap and just be ruthless as fuck. Like, I don't know, it was something about a facial expression he made. And I just kept looking at it and I'm like, maybe I'm overanalyzing that photo, but it was something about them eyes. I'm like, I don't know, they look like they could go dark at any moment. I was like, I'm surprised Dante hasn't snapped. With all the stuff he been through over the years, I'm surprised. Because that man looked like he could just go crazy. But I don't blame him and Lulu. Like, they are just so over this at this point. I mean, they're trying to support their son, but I don't blame them. It's hard because Obrecht was out of pocket. Bringing up the fact that, Lulu hasn't been a mother to Rocco in years. Like, she hasn't been around him for some time. I'm like, homegirl was in a coma. What do you expect? She was in a coma. She wasn't around. That wasn't by choice. That was by circumstance. And then she threw it in her face how she went gallivanting around the country looking for Charlotte. And, she just left her son there. And I'm just like, that wasn't your place to bring that up. Because back then I didn't totally agree with Lulu just running off. I think that was during the holidays too. I didn't agree with her doing it around that time, but a part of me understand it because that's her child too. But Obrecht trying to put it out there as if, trying to put it out there as if, Lulu was choosing Charlotte over Rocco. I was just like, you know what? Why are we entertaining this stupid ass meeting? Why are we doing it? Because Dante and Lulu made it abundantly clear. They was like, I don't even know if we can suppress our disdain for this lady. And Laura talking about, oh, well, you guys got to try. Bump that try shit. Nah, bump that. I'm sorry. I understand they trying to be, sensitive to Rocco's feelings. I get that. But they really need to sit down with that boy and tell him the real. They need to be brutally honest with that kid and reiterate to him that Britt stole an embryo that created him. They love him. They wanted him. And there's no reason for him to look into Britt any further. That woman was not his mother. Obrecht is not the grandmother. Let it go. Like, they need to start getting stern with this boy. Because at the end of the day, he's a teenager. He still live under their roof. He need to abide by their rules. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Enough is enough. I wouldn't continue entertaining this. For Obrecht to sit there and say, oh, fine, I'll do it your way. And we can, the next time I talk with Rocco, you guys can be present. There is no next time because at that point, I would have shut it down. I would have shut that shit down quick and was like, nope, deal's off the table. I ain't even negotiating with her at this point. I surely would not. Absolutely not. No negotiation. And then Obrecht gonna sit here and go to the bar or whatever, talking with Nina about it, talking about, oh, she's gonna approach this the way that Britt will want her to. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? That sounded ominous. What the fuck does that even mean? Like Obrecht, Lord, that woman is as nutty as she want to be. Like that boy is not your grandchild. Stop the foolishness. So anyway, moving on from that, I'm surprised at Carly. I really am. It's like embarrassing watching her just be a fool for this man. Like she doesn't see, sense something is off with him. Like she's just taking his word at face value. I'm like, that ain't the Carly I know. Because usually when Carly get a whiff of something, she lockjaw on it. She act like a straight up pit bull. She don't let it go. She just bite it and lockjaw. Like I'm surprised that she's just buying what he's selling. I'm shocked at that. Because usually when she feels something's off, she doesn't let it go. She just pursues it until she finds out what the person is hiding. So for her to just be, I don't know, maybe she trying to turn over a new leaf and not trying to be so suspicious like she normally is of people. I maybe that's what she's doing. I'm not sure. Because Brendan definitely has that woman wrapped around his finger. Like she believe in any and everything he say. Because he's sitting there talking about, oh, it's, something going on, dealing with the WSB that he can't tell her. And she was just like, I trust you. I said, what? You trust him? Because she was like, oh, long as, you could tell me about the things, you're honest with me about the things that you can tell me. Baby, he ain't being honest with you on nothing. On the stuff that he can tell you and the stuff he can't tell you. He ain't being honest with you at all, sweetie. Like, you need to nip that little relationship in the bud. It was so funny, though, when she thought that the secret he had to tell her, the big thing that he had to tell her was he had a secret kid and wife stashed away somewhere. I said, now, wouldn't that be a mess? That's some Jerry Springer shit. That is some Jerry Springer mess. That would have been funny though if he did. I wouldn't even put it past Brendan if he had a kid and a wife stashed somewhere. I wouldn't put it past that man. He's slick. But Carly falling for it. I'm like, she gonna go to hell off when she find out she been played. She gonna go ballistic. So anyway, moving on from that. So Alexis and Molly are talking. And Alexis is ready to make her move. She's done. She's sick of it. She's ready to file for full custody of Scout. Molly doesn't think that's the best move to make right now. But we got even more insight into how Drew really is as a father. Because the stuff, now we already know he's a terrible father. But according to Alexis, it gets even worse. He spends no time with Scout. Scout literally just hangs out in her room by herself. Drew is never present at any of her extracurricular activities. Like none of the stuff that she got going on outside of school, he's not there for none of her events. That is fucking pathetic. That is so sad. That is sad. I see why Alexis wants full custody. And now he's talking about moving to DC with her, which is going to alienate the family from her even more. She's going to be even more alone, And I get where Molly coming from. Molly broke it down as to why filing for custody would be a bad idea. Because basically it wouldn't work in Alexis's favor. And Drew could try to turn Scout against them. I see where she's coming from. I do, because Alexis' past does not make her a good candidate for full custody. A lot of things are going to be brought up. Her drinking, her past relationships, things that she's been involved with, criminal charges that was brought against her over the years, her law license being suspended, all that stuff going to be brought to the forefront. Even though it's public, a lot of it is public record and she gotten her life together, but it's still going to be brought back up. And God knows she doesn't want Drew finding out the current mess she's in. Embezzling money from Ace's trust fund, you do not want Drew to find that out. And if there's a custody battle, Drew will move heaven and earth to find out any dirt on her. So I do agree with Molly that filing for custody may not be the right thing. But I don't blame Alexis either. Something has to be done because God knows Sam wouldn't want this. You know what I mean? Sam wouldn't want it. That man, and I've been saying it, we all been saying it, Drew does not give a lick about Scout. He don't care nothing about that girl at all. And we just got further proof of it because now we finding out more of what's going on that the viewers haven't seen. So he's just a piece of crap all the way around. Molly sitting here writing his book still. And Alexis is, I could tell she a little, suspicious about what the book is, with what she's doing, because Molly tried to lie and say she researching the case. And when she saw the books that she was looking at, she said, what the hell kind of case involved horses and all? Like, what the hell kind of case you working on? Alexis knows she lying, because ain't no way. Come on now, you got that kind of book and you talking about you researching a case? What kind of case would the DA be researching that involves horses? Like, come on now. So anyway, Cody was over there chilling with Tracy and whatnot. He all dressed up for his date with Ava. And Tracy was so disgusted when he said he had a date with Ava. She said, I know damn well you are not about to go on a date with that criminal. She said, with that thug. She was like, you better watch your back. She said she gonna have you killed, blown up. Tracy funny as hell. Because she was wondering why he was going out on a date with her. And then when he mentioned that he was being paid to do it, she was like, oh, she paying you for sex? And he told her no. He was like, somebody paying me to keep her distracted. She was like, your ass in trouble. Because Tracy, she grew to like Cody. And Tracy was like, if you needed money, all you had to do was come talk to me. I do agree with that. I mean, because Tracy is not a fan of what he doing. Because he's basically prostituting himself is what he doing. It's like you're a male gigolo in a way. You know what I mean? She was like, Tracy broke it down to him and she was very real with him. She was like, you keep selling yourself short. You keep selling yourself cheap. And she feels like he's better than this. He can have a much better life than the stuff that he does. It's like he has low self-esteem or something. He thinks very little of himself. When he should be thinking highly of himself. He should be moving towards more positive things instead of dumb, criminal, underhanded stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, if you need a better job or something, why not talk to Tracy and the Quartermains? They could hook you up at EOQ or something. That pays you a really nice salary. You could make something of yourself. They got connections. Even if you don't want to work at the company, they got people that they know that can get you in pretty much any job that you want. You know what I'm saying? Paying a very damn good salary. Get a new skill set. Go back to school or something. Get a degree. I'm pretty sure they can help you with that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything is better than being a paid hoe. Because that's what he doing. And when he was doing his date with Ava or whatever, they were supposed to do the dinner. He pretty much came up with an excuse not to do it. I think what Tracy said to him, he took it to heart. He took her words to heart. And I think he's starting to reevaluate his life. And he needs to. Like, he needs to stop selling himself short and doing all these little cheap tricks and stunts to get, a couple $1,000s when you could be doing better than this. You know what I'm saying? Him and Molly would be cool together, so I don't see why he don't pursue that. Like, stop the nonsense. So Ava had her little pre-dinner or whatever hangout with Nina, letting her know about her date. And Nina pretty much told her, you need to be careful. She was like, oh, I can handle Cody. She was like, she could handle him. But she pretty much felt like she just having a little fun with Cody. Nothing serious, nothing light. She was like, her and Rick pretty much broke up. She dumped him, but he don't know it yet. You know how crazy that is to dump somebody and they don't even know it yet? Because she really is pissed that he's so preoccupied with Liz. Like, she don't like that closeness. And I can't say I'll blame her, because most people don't like coming second to anybody, let alone an ex. That's a big hell no. But I know she gonna fry Cody ass when she find out what he doing. And I think she actually kind of like Cody in a way. She admitted that she like hanging around him and stuff. I can see why. Like, Cody has a pretty cool personality, so I can see why. So anyway, moving on from that. So Anna wants Jason to go see what's going on at that 5 Poppies resort. Anna feels like it's a front. She felt like something nefarious is going on over there. She felt like Britt is not there by her own, choice. Like, she's being coerced to be there. So now Jason got to go and figure out what the hell going on up there. He's thinking that it could have something to do with Faison. But Anna's convinced that Faison is really dead. I'm like, is he? I don't know. I feel like killing off Faison would have been crazy. Like, really killing him off, like he's never coming back. I think that's a wrong move to do. That's why I'm hoping at some point he does come back and he's resurrected. I feel like he's a damn good villain. But back at the 5 Poppies though, Britt made sure that Joss didn't see her. Like, she kept her back turned to her the entire time. I'm surprised Joss didn't recognize her voice. Even though it's been a while, probably, for Jocelyn, so I don't think Joss thought too much of it. Joss and Vaughn got in a room or whatever. They checking for bugs. That was smart, because I definitely would have. That would have been my first thought going up in that room. Like, they could have, put a listening device or something up in there. I would have been checking every damn thing up in there, underneath nightstands, underneath the bed, the metal, the fire alarm. I would have been checking everything up in there. But Joss and Vaughn are definitely going to end up linking up. They're going to end up hooking up. They was acting like giddy school kids sleeping in that bed together. I do like that he respectfully asked, mentioned that he could sleep on the floor. I like that he asked her that. I respect it. But I'm like, fool, get your ass in that bed. It's a big enough bed for both of y'all. Y'all could put a pillow in the middle of you. They all acting like little school kids, giggling. I'm like, they're going to definitely hook up. I still don't like Jocelyn as a spy, because I seen the promo for this week and I seen her squinting her eyes shooting that gun. That shit look funny as hell. I'm like, they really got her as a spy up here? She just not believable to me, like, at all. I just can't take her serious. So Britt was looking for her medicine, her medication, and Pascal told her, he was like, oh, your medication is in the lab and that's where you need to be working. So basically, her medication is being held hostage. If she don't get her ass up in that lab, she not getting her medication. I said, oh, oh, that's how we playing it. They said, nah, no medication, no work, no medication. You just gonna die. Something tells me that this ain't Faison, because I don't believe Faison would withhold medication from his daughter. This got to be Victor, Jerry Jacks, or even Peter August. God, I hope it ain't Peter August. But I can see it being somebody, a villain we know. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's some new villain. There's got to be somebody we know. Because Anna had told Jason that maybe somebody's trying to continue the stuff that Faison was doing, and they're using Britt to do it. Because he was looking into weaponizing tech or whatever to, I guess, control other countries or something like that. So it could be that. You know what I mean? Somebody trying to carry on with it. But who knows? I'm quite curious to find out who is this boss. Like, now they withholding medication. I'm like, oh, hell no. Jason, I'm going to tell you right now, Jason might as well be in the PI business. He really should quit the mob at this point, because everybody comes to him for some type of help. Even the police come to him for some type of help. He might as well be a private investigator. I can see Jason doing that. He might as well. He's good at it. Like, you might as well just go around poking in business that ain't yours, because you already do it for everybody. Like, I'm just saying. But that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.